everybody, and welcome back to some more Sky Adventures with Janky Nick. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Nick, welcome back to the lag monster, the beast itself,
God,
the
look at it.
monstrosity, mega
Looks insane, doesn't it?
Beast
Mega
that
dagger.
is the freaking big reactor, Nick. A max size 32 by 32 by 48.
Yeah, that's
big
also the FPS I get
reactor.
looking at it, Isaac.
Oh,
32 by
32.
32. And occasionally 48.
It's bad.
Can I turn it on?
Nick, it's pretty bad. So, between episodes, Nick, we were supposed to fill this thing up with gelid cryothium, right? That was the initial plan.
Yeah.
I made over 500 buckets worth of gelid cryothium ready to fill it in there. But at the end of the session, Nick, we realized that we would need thousands of buckets of gelid cryothium because we had to fill every single block of air with one bucket of gelid cryothium. And so, Nick, between episodes, instead of doing that, what I did is I decided that we should maybe switch it up a bit and use this resonant ender instead. It still works quite well. It's one of the best coolants for the big reactor. It's not quite the best. I believe that is gelid cryothium, but Nick, it saved me about 700 hours of mindlessly making gelid cryothium and filling this reactor up. And so, Nick, I guess without further ado, go ahead and hit that start button, bud.
That's what I want to see.
It's not a crazy amount of extra red flux per tick. I think the biggest benefit to adding the coolant is bringing the temperature down and making it more efficient, so using fewer millibuckets per tick.
Right, I see.
I think the fuel efficiency overall is probably better now than it was before. I don't know exactly what it was previously, but nevertheless, Nick, I'm going to turn this off. It does make about 1.85 murph/t.
But we're not storing it anywhere, are we?
We're not storing it anywhere.
Which is
right now
why we're
just
turning it off,
burning
I'm
it.
assuming.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
exactly why we're turning it off. I threw down a power tap, Nick, threw down a flux plug, and so right now that is powering all
Our
of the machines in our base. It's so nice, Nick. It's so nice to be able to turn around and go from
get the
like
smooth
20
buttery
FPS up to a playable frame
yeah.
rate.
So, Isaac, the word on the street is that today we're making two big old balls.
Now, everyone knows, Nick, it's common knowledge that you and I, we love big old balls. And so,
Especially when there's two of them and they're bright red.
especially, that's the best kind, right? You know you're onto a good set of balls if they are gigantic, like the size of human houses and also just bright red. That's the best thing in the world. Also, Nick, I replaced all of our golden chests with draconic chests over here.
Nice,
Draconium
Isaac.
chests.
Yeah.
Also, on top of that, Nick,
Yeah.
one feature that I didn't mention last time that is actually in this is that you can change the color of these chests as well.
Oh.
Like if you back out here, they've got like a little color thing in the bottom right. You can just pick which color you want them to be and fully envision that, visualize that as much as you like. So
I like that. That'll do.
Yeah, this is the perfect set of colors right here. We got pink, green, and red. Yeah, all right, sure, why not? But yeah, I hooked up all these machines over here, Nick. Underneath, they've got just some energy conduits hooked up to a flux point, receiving power from the big reactor. And so, if you want to use any of these machines, they are ready to be used, Nick. But you did mention, and rightfully so, that we are going to try and make the big old energy core from Draconic Evolution.
Right.
Now, Nick, there are 8 tiers of energy core from Draconic Evolution, right? Giving different amounts of energy storage. Now, I don't think that we have what it takes to make the highest tier, tier 8, which I believe is new. I haven't played with it before. But it does require 378 blocks of awakened draconium, which is quite expensive. And as of right now, we don't actually have a single ingot of awakened draconium, Nick. And so not really something we can get, but I am pleased to inform you, Nick, that the tier 7 one, the measly tier 7 energy core, Nick, does indeed have a capacity that is quite large. I was going to spoil it, but we'll let it be a surprise. For those who don't know just how much energy this bad boy can hold, Nick.
It holds a bad amount of boy, Isaac.
It does. However much boy you think it can hold an even badder amount of it. Is badder a word, or is it more bad?
It is now.
It is now. Yeah, live with it, grammar people. All right, so to make this, Nick, do you want to? I'm going to put this on you to get the stuff for this. You need 1 energy core, 36 energy core stabilizers, 210 draconium blocks, and then 328 redstone blocks. Do you think you can do that?
Draconium block.
It's just 9 draconium.
Yeah,
it's
I'll make those.
Ingot. Okay, cool. I'm going to try and I'm going to try and get a nether star, Nick, because it occurred to me, as it often does in this pack, Nick, that once we have 1 nether star, we can then just EMC.
We have unlimited nether stars.
Unlimited nether stars, yeah. So it feels like that makes the most sense, right? And so I think the end is a complete, there's nothing in the nether, right? There's nothing in there. So, that could be an issue. I don't know how I'm going to go about getting the wither skeleton skulls, actually.
Right.
Because we need to have those to do that. I don't know why. We could do it with bees, apparently.
Oh, God.
If I get a withering princess, it has a 15% chance to drop a wither skeleton bone chip, which can be crafted into a wither skeleton skull fragment, which you can then craft 6 of into a wither skeleton skull. So if we get into what I think might be Nick's favorite mod, Nick, it's not even just vanilla forestry. It's an add-on for forestry called magic bees.
Oh, magic bees. That's you know what? That's just what I wanted to hear. That's just what I wanted to hear. I love it.
It's Nick's favorite thing. It's just his favorite thing to do.
Did you say 370 something blocks of?
It's in the tablet, Nick. Look in the tablet, my boy. Look in the tablet. When in doubt, just use the tablet. That's like the motto for life in the 21st century. So, Nick, I'm going to go get this. I'm going to go try and spawn with skeletons. I'm hoping that if I just build a platform in the nether, they will spawn. But whilst I do that, Nick, I have a topic of conversation that I would like to
Please go
to breach with you.
Isaac.
So, you are familiar, I'm sure, with the concept of a drive-thru, right?
Yeah.
Did you build a platform in the nether already?
No.
You didn't? This is like a cobblestone? Question mark?
I don't think I've been in the nether. Maybe someone else has been there.
Oh, that's quite possible, actually. But yeah, you're familiar with the concept of a drive-thru. You know,
correct.
Specifically,
I've used them a few times.
I'm talking about drive-thrus where you receive meals, right? Somewhere fast food, usually burgers, fries, chicken, sandwiches, the likes.
Yeah.
You drive up, you order your food, and you move on, right? You move on with your life, and everything is good. Now, I think the main attraction of a drive-thru is convenience, right? It's quick,
right? It's
easy. You don't have to get out of your car. You can just drive up, say what you want, pay, and leave, right? Perfect situation, right?
Correct.
Perfect scenario. Heavenly, some would say. However, Nick, the other day, I went to a drive-thru.
Yeah.
And I am now of the opinion, Nick, that we need urgently, we need new legislation around drive-thrus, Nick. And that legislation is that I don't think that you should be allowed to use a drive-thru if you're ordering for more than 2 people. Because I went to and also, Nick, I feel like maybe there should be like a little test, like a little quiz before you enter the drive-thru as to whether or not you know how to order food like a human being.
Tell me about your experience, because I know you're about to tell me about an experience.
I went to a drive-thru the day, Nick.
Right.
To a fast food chain that will not be named because they didn't pay us. And so they sell burgers, and they are royalty. And I went there, and I pulled up at the drive-thru, Nick. I know what I want. I've got my meal in my head. I'm like, I know what I'm after here.
Yeah.
I just want to say it, move on. I'm one person. I'm the only person in my car. Nobody else is with
there.
me.
Just
and
on
there's only one vehicle in front of me, Nick. There is one vehicle about to place their order. In this vehicle, there must have been one person driving.
Correct.
A lady, an older lady, maybe, I'm going to come back real quick. The spawning of wither skeletons is working, but I don't think I have the tools to kill them. A slightly older lady, maybe like 55 potentially.
Okay.
With maybe 6 children in this car. And not only did the children and the lady not seem to know what items were on the menu, it might well have been the first time they had been to a drive-thru. Right? Because they pull up, right? And obviously she's shouting at this machine so I can hear what she's saying over what's happening, right? They pull up and it is like pulling teeth for this poor soul on the other end of the line, right? The person who is taking the order.
Right, the person who worked at this chain, the fast food restaurant.
The person who worked at Royal Burgers Incorporated, yeah. They're like, hi, how's it going? What would you like today? And instantly, it becomes apparent that the adult in this situation hasn't figured out what they want prior to arriving at the drive-thru. So I see her turn around in the car, ask the first child what they would like, and of course this takes a few minutes because the child needs to decide what they want to eat. They need to look at the menu, figure out what's going on, and then after they do that,
do you have any blaze rods, or is that why you're trying to go to the nether?
That's not why I'm going to the nether, but it is a side benefit.
That's
of
all
going
I'm
to Nether is
missing.
that we
Blaze
can,
rods and a nether
yeah.
star. I'm assuming the nether star's the primary focus.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do go get another star, which is what I'm trying to work on.
Okay.
I might need to make a better tool. Like,
Sure.
do you want to do some?
Oh no, I know
Tinker's
what's
construct
coming. Oh
work,
god.
Because like I can make this sword.
You can't
here
use your morning star. These things are pretty bad, boy. Let's make a
Ooh,
guitar.
that's a fair point. I do have a morning star. The only problem with the morning star doesn't. It's not a sword. Is
No,
it?
but I can make you a red matte guitar. I'll make two.
Okay.
I'll do that. But now
You do
continue
that,
with your
sure.
story.
I'm going to go and kill some with this obsidian broadsword that I've got. The only reason I mentioned Tinkers is because you can actually put beheading modifiers on.
Oh, I see.
And those increase the odds of getting a beheading drop. But if we kill enough with the morning star or the guitar, that should be fine.
Okay.
But yeah. So we pull up, and again, this woman turns around. They finally find out what they want. But of course, the kid doesn't give like a coherent answer. He's not like, I want a number 5, or he's not like, I want a king burger or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I want a bacon burger.
You don't want to, Yeah, but yeah. Continue.
I want, a queen burger.
Queen burger,
He's like,
that's
it's not like, oh, hey, I want a, queen burger with cheese XL number 2, right?
Yeah, right.
So then the person behind the intercom has to go, do you mean, and then list the actual burger that they sell,
Right.
Queen Burger Deluxe with fries. And then, of course, the woman has to turn around and confirm with the child that is indeed what they're after. And then, okay, that's cool. What drink would you like with this, right?
Right.
And then she turns around again. What drink would you like with that? And then the kid's like, milkshake. So she turns back to the intercom and says, milkshake. And of course, the person behind the intercom then goes, what kind of milkshake? And at this point, I'm screaming into my steering wheel, like pulling my own hair out, because this is the first goddamn order and there are 5 kids in this car.
Right.
And it continues on, Nick, for like the next 15 minutes. I'm sat at this drive-thru for so long waiting because every time it's, what would you like? Do you mean this? What drink would you like with that? Is that regular or large? And every time it's interjected with a cut where the woman turns around and confirms with the people. And I'm like, this is too much, Nick. This is too much. This should be illegal.
Illegal.
Right? And that is why I am announcing today my run for Prime Minister. Nick. I'm running
I'm glad that's
in
your in
2022.
for the,
And like
the race.
this needs changing. I'm standing on a platform of drive-through expediency, right? The drive-through should be a fast and easy experience for all. And if you have more than 2 people in the car, you either cannot use the drive-through, or we should have a secondary drive-through for large
So you feel it should be a
cars.
bit like almost like toll booths when you're driving on a toll road, right? There's the HGV lane, there's the taxi lane, and there's the regular cars lanes. You want in, Royal Burgers Incorporated and other burger chains / fast food chains, different lanes for, excuse me, for different maybe amount of occupants or different size vehicles. Yeah, interesting.
Exactly. It's only the occupants really that I care about.
Right.
And also, I think it's going to be difficult to implement, but I feel like there needs to be a few things. There needs to be a separate lane for those who have more than, say, 2 people, right? On top of that, I feel like there needs to be a fee if you don't know what you want. If you turn up and you don't know what you're after, like every second or minute that you're sat there wasting the time of the person, they just have like a little, like when you get in an Uber or a taxi, right? Yeah, they just time you for I want a fee being placed on times.
You're going all in here, man.
On top of that, I want an inverse age charge as well. So the younger the people,
age charge?
the younger the people in the car,
Bloody
the more
hell.
I want it to cost because it takes even longer.
What the hell? You live in a free world. You live in a free country, Isaac. My God. Here he is.
Oh, Nick, I tell you, if you'd have experienced what I experienced,
might as well have voted for Brexit, Isaac.
You'd be on my side. It was horrible, Nick. Horrible.
Would you like some red matter armor? I just want to make some.
I would, Nick, because this diamond armor is not cutting the biscuit. I tell you.
Yeah. I'll cut some
also,
biscuit.
this I might have just sent a magma cube through to the overworld. Watch out.
I can't see anything yet from the corner of my eye.
Also, like, I'm not the katana. The katana, is it the katana? The
Guitar.
The red guitar is not. It's killing the withers very quickly, but it's not giving me the drops that I'm after.
I see.
Mode. There are different modes. It's in Slay Hostile mode. I don't know. How do I change
G?
the actual mode? I unbinded. Oh yeah, G. But G is also conflict. Yeah, G. Let's see here. So get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Oh no, I do want change mode. G. Slay all mode, slay hostile mode. Oh, okay.
I see.
So in non-hostile mode, like I can't.
Oh yeah.
That does still work.
Maybe it's for animals, Isaac. Like actual peaceful animals.
You're not a peaceful animal, Nick?
I'm not a peaceful animal.
Are you a hostile animal?
I'm a hostile animal.
Yeah, could I have that red matter armor? That would be very
2
nice
seconds.
indeed.
I need to actually just quickly make it.
Oh, wow. I also have the blaze ones for you, Nick, if you're...
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this won't take long to
Here
make it. It'll be like quite quick. Like really quick.
I also noticed like the actual highest tier of armor, I think, in the game is the gem armor,
which
is like an upgraded red matter armor.
Right.
You do need nether stars to make it, but again, as soon as we get one,
Nick, we're sorted.
Yeah.
So I'll just make one set of this then, and then
easy.
if we're gonna get to gem anyway.
Yeah, I did get some loot bags there, which is interesting. I'll throw those in the bag storage. But yeah, let's have a look here. Gem armor. So like a gem helmet is oh no, it's easy. It's a little more expensive, I guess. It requires the gem chest plate requires a red matter chest plate, a body stone, which is easy enough to make, an amulet, which is dark matter and lava, but then it also requires a Klein Star or Omega.
Oh yeah, we need to make that for a quest anyway. The Klein Star Omega actually might be in reach. I might try and work on that actually at some point.
Yeah, you could do that, I guess. Do you want to do it now? Or
I might do it now. I'm going to put all this draconium stuff in a chest just for safekeeping, and I'll work on that Klein Star.
Okay, sure. This red matter armor better be good now, because I think I'm going to have to kill a lot of pigmen. Because most of this island is pigmen, I think I'm going to have to kill them to free up space for other mobs to spawn. If you know what I mean?
I see, I know what you mean.
There are. Do you want to come through, Nick, real quick if you got your own red matter armor?
I don't, but I can whip some up in like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I need to dump my inventory, Isaac, because it's full of like stuff ready for these big old balls.
Okay, yeah. If you want to come through, like we can work on this together, Nick. We can kill twice as fast together.
Okay. Just bear with. Hi, Isaac. I'm in the Nether. What's up?
I'm coming up.
There's a big old platform. Oh, hello.
Yeah, so there's not many mobs here now, actually. Nick, it's just, we needed a place to... Okay, so I'm going to start killing pigmen, and that could be a problem.
Okay.
Let's back up over here real quick. I did just teleport to another location, and so I think I did just chunk load in some of the mob spawning capabilities. But if you want to get away from the platform, Nick, come over here so they can...
Sure. Oh, it's a soul sand chicken. Oh, the thing over there. Right, what else?
We want to look away from them real quick. I think we might start to see... Hopefully some mobs spawn. They are spawning in. Yeah, come on back, Nick. But you see, like, there are a lot of... This platform was legitimately filled with pigmen last time. Like, actually chock full of pigmen. We need the wither skeletons.
The wither skeletons, I see. So that's why you were killing all these pigmen. So should we just go ham on them? Or we need the space. Them?
Yeah, I think you should just go ham on them, honestly.
All right, here it comes.
Yeah, do bear in mind that they will potentially begin... They don't seem to care, really.
Yeah, I think they're all right. Those little ones are a bit aggy.
The baby ones care, yeah. But yeah, then you've got to move away and let them spawn in again.
I see.
Is the thing. And that's why I've just got such a large platform, is to try and increase the spawning odds as much as possible. And also, whilst we're here, Nick, you can empty out your inventories of crap because you need space to pick up other stuff as and when it comes in.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Bronze.
But also, then you get you get hit by rogue blazers as they fire on in.
Right, here it comes. Oh, so we're trying to kill wither skeletons to get 3 heads.
Yeah. Well, I guess, again, occurs to me, Nick, that we just need 1 head.
Heads, yeah.
Yeah. Presuming that the heads have an EMC value and, you know, we're good to go, right?
Oh, there it is. Oh,
hey,
I own it. I'm going back.
Yeah, that's fine. Stick it in the transmutation tablet, would you? Just make sure you don't waste it in some way.
Oh my God, Isaac. Isaac.
It doesn't have an EMC.
It doesn't have an EMC, Isaac.
No! No!
Oh no!
Screams into void. Oh, well, Nick, I guess we're going back.
Several bad puns later.
Okay, so quite a long time later, Nick, flipping heck, jeez,
we've masterminded a system, Isaac, a spawner that can actually spawn things.
Jeez,
welcome
Nick,
to
a bit of backstory. Okay, so we were Nick and I were currently trying to, of course, make the Draconic Evolution balls. Right, we want to get those big red pink balls up above our towers. And to get that, we need a nether star. To get a nether star, we of course have to kill a wither. To kill a wither, we have to kill 3 wither skeletons to get the wither skeleton skulls to then spawn the wither, right? That's the standard operating procedure. And so we spent way too much time in the nether trying to kill wither skeletons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we killed maybe like what, 50? 60?
Quite a
we
few.
killed
And not many heads to show for it.
Number of wither skeletons. And also, Nick, an ungodly number of pigmen. We killed maybe
so
like
many
1,000 pigmen. It was brutal, Nick, is what it was. We're going to get just sanctioned by the EU soon, Nick. And they're going to be like, that's
pigs,
too many wither. That's too many
breaking all the
pigmen.
farming
You can't
laws.
kill.
Can't play that many pigs.
Yeah. England's not allowed to farm that many pigs, all right? But eventually, Nick was like, hey, why don't we just set up a mob farm that can spawn with the skeletons and then kill them?
Yeah.
So what we have here is we have an expanded version of our farm. We upgraded our vector plates to the extreme vector plates, Nick, which are insanely fast.
They're very fast.
And then on top of that, we use a drop of evil, which you can get from killing wither skeletons, on some dirt. That turns the dirt into cursed earth. That means that the mobs spawn faster and more dangerous. You wouldn't think they spawn faster, given that the fact that they're non-spawning right now. But supposedly they do. And then, Nick, you've set up this little area down here. What the heck is all of this about?
All I've done is I've just got rid of that and put the witch water at the bottom of this drop so that they just turn into... regular skeletons turn into wither skeletons just at the bottom here, and they don't die. They only die when this water pushes them into the diamond spikes, and then their wares get picked up by this chest, by a vacuum hopper, and in here, Isaac, so far, 2 wither skeleton skulls. Freaking out.
Nice. Now, we did have one preemptively, right? Like, after all of the wither skeleton killing that we did, we managed to get a whopping 1 wither skeleton skull. And so now, Nick, through the power of math, if you can tell me what 1 plus 2 equals?
I think it might equal 6. Oh, you're giving them to me.
Yeah, you can have those, Nick. You can have those.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, we've got 3 wither skeleton skulls. It took us like an actual age.
It took us so long.
3 wither skeleton skulls. It took way too freaking long. But Nick, finally, if I go ahead and I grab some soul sand real quick, we should be able to make ourselves a wither. Now, I'm fairly certain, Nick, and by that I mean I'm like 40% sure that this wither will not blow
destroy
up our base.
Everything.
Yeah,
okay.
I think because of the... Actually, no, I'm not actually that confident, Nick. Hold on.
Okay.
My confidence level just dropped to like maybe 4%. And so instead, I'm just going to put this...
How do you want to go about this then?
I'm going to put it on top of the dome.
Okay.
Right?
Do we need to make sure that it won't escape to the point where, you know, if the star drops, it won't just drop into the void, right?
That's true as well.
Do we have like a magnet thing?
Nick, let's just do it. All right.
All right. Well, I'm blaming this on you if this happens. All right.
Let's take a page out of Nike's book, Nick, and just freaking do it. Okay.
All right, man. Here we go. Oh
just
God.
freaking do it. All right. Get ready, Nick. Get your guitar out, fully charged, raring and ready to go.
Probably should have made some golden apples. In hindsight, I'm just get some now.
Nah.
Actually.
This guy doesn't.
Oh. Well.
I didn't. What? That's not allowed. I died so fast.
Oh, crap.
The heck? Okay, granted, I was wearing my rainbow glasses and not necessarily my oh god, my red matter helmet.
Oh no. Well, I think my jetpack is
oh god. So it's
yeah, I think we both hit the same problem here, Isaac. Looking at well,
in good news, Nick, I think that the jetpacks are EMCable. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, we can get them back.
I have more.
Yeah, I actually did think about this.
Boom.
Can you get me one, Isaac? Because I'm not.
Right. Nick, way ahead of you, buddy. I've already thrown it on the floor. You walked right past it. You were not interested.
Is this going to charge? Oh, it's not charging.
It's charging wirelessly, Nick.
Oh, it is charging wirelessly. That's correct.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get another guitar. Actually, no, it's probably not worth doing that.
I'm going to just go get my stuff back.
it's the way he flies up. Okay,
we can do this. We can do this. We can do this.
Come on.
We got him. We got him. We got this guy. We got him by the balls, Nick. Get him. Finish him off.
I'm standing under him.
We did it. We did it. We've done it. I got the nether stars, I think.
You got it?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh.
Oh. Well, that was more of an ordeal than it should have been.
Oh.
Save that bad boy, Isaac. Save it right now.
How would you feel, Nick?
This is when you say Nick or Nick.
If I just threw it.
Or the nether star don't have no EMC value.
Throw
Yeah, go on.
the void, Nick.
Suck it off, Isaac.
If I just dropped it.
Oh,
Dropped it into the... Just...
Oh, yeah.
No, Nick, it does have an EMC value. Freaking...
How much is
thank
it? What?
Goodness. Nick, it's worth enough that I can do this.
Yeah. Make it rain on my face. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not actually...
Oh, yeah. Look at
I did. Yeah, that's like chump change, TBH.
It is actually chump change, Nick. 100%. So you made the Kleinstar Omega, right?
Correct, yeah.
And so, Nick, we should be able to make the gem armor now, right?
Yeah, surely. The Kleinstar Omega's in here.
So gem armor.
Do you want to work on the gem armor and I'll continue getting stuff for these balls?
Sure. Yeah, you make the balls. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Also, is there a quest to hand in a nether star? Do we get like some form of cash reward here for handing in a nether star? It doesn't look like we do, Nick. It looks like there is no quest for a nether star, unfortunately. I feel a little robbed, Nick, all things considered. I feel like I've been robbed.
Yeah? Oh, I'm feeling for you, man.
I feel like I've been robbed. Do you have dark matter saved as well? Can I grab a piece of that? So
yeah, sure.
Dark it in my inventory as well. Just throw it on the floor by the transmutation table.
Okay.
I'll come and grab it in un momento. I need more EMC now that I've crafted up like 8 stacks of nether stars.
Yeah, right. Let's get this information tablet open.
Oh, that took... I was not expecting that to be so difficult, Nick. Did they make that harder, or do we just suck?
I have no idea.
I don't want to answer that question. Pursuant to my Fifth Amendment rights. Oh, we go hold off on that one.
I'm kind of going all over the place. What am I doing? Draconic Evolution, and we want energy storage core, and we want
Also, Nick, I have a proposition for the High Council, which is you and me. I feel like maybe, just maybe, despite putting in what can only be described as way too much effort, I feel like maybe we should dial back the big reactor just a little bit.
Right.
Like maybe make a smaller big reactor? One that doesn't tank the frame rate whenever
like
we look
to
at it?
all hell?
Yeah. What do you think, Nick?
I mean, what we can try doing first is, I don't know if it might be worth trying to replace the glass with solid, at least on the back 3 sides, and see if it does anything. Because it should be quite easy, because all you need to do is vein mine the glass and then use that machine to just put down all the regular ass reactor frame blocks, right? Get me?
Yeah, we totally can. Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like it's not going to help, but we could try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Yeah, we can give it a go, Nick. We can give it a go. But I feel like, all things considered, at the end of the day, we might have to just get rid of it. So I have some sad news, Nick. Please tell me that you scanned the Kleinstar Omega.
I think so.
Could you?
Did it get used?
Okay. It did get used.
Thank God, I did save it. There you go.
Yeah,
I'll put it on the floor.
Okay, I will also scan this just in case. Whew, boy, I was not expecting that to get used. That's probably why these are quite so. It's odd, right? Because the EMC of the final piece of armor is less than the EMC of the Kleinstar Omega, so it's like it's a net loss,
right?
In terms of EMC, Nick, which I'm not happy about, right? Freaking Mr. Einstein over here always told me, Nick, that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed in form, and I feel like the creators of this pack, Nick, they didn't stand true to that. You know, I feel like they've misled us. You know, they've broken the laws of physics, Nick, which is not allowed. So I mean, Nick, like people talk about transferring human consciousness into like android bodies, right? Into robot bodies.
Yeah.
Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Maybe. It depends how much like more of an improvement
what if the only benefit is just eternal life?
Right.
Like, it doesn't actually give you, there are no, like, you don't get enhanced vision, you don't get enhanced, penis size, you just get to live forever.
To live forever. Well, the problem is that, this has been debated before, Isaac. Yeah. And it's like, if you live forever, will the value of life just disappear, right? And will you get really bored,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to do on Earth, Nick, and in life in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of stuff to do. So, Nick, if we make it into the typical Nick and Isaac format, right?
Yeah.
A strange man comes up to you, a man that you do not know.
Yeah.
He looks fairly wise, all things considered. He's on the older side. He's 63. He's got he's about 5'1". He's got the glasses on. And
he's 5'1". Wow,
he's 5'1". He's a pretty short old man. Okay,
yeah.
And on top of that, Nick, his bottom half, like from the waist down, he is a robot. Right. And he says to you, right, that he has the ability to turn you into a full robot, like just transfer your brain into a robot that looks like a little, yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Do you accept this man's offer?
My entire body into a robot.
Well, really, he's only taking your brain. Like, we don't need the rest of you. Like, the rest of your body we can throw away, right?
Me, Isaac,
we decompose it.
Like, what if I don't want to just look like a robot? That's horrible.
But you get all the perks of being a robot.
Like what?
Like never having to sleep. Like being able to reboot at any time. Think about how long it takes for humans to reboot. You got to shut down for 8 hours and then start back up. That's how you turn humans on and off again.
Reboot. Feels nice.
But like if you're a robot, Nick, instantaneous reboot. You're one of those ultra fast rebooting robots.
Like with it, like SSDs.
Yeah, this is like 8 times the speed of an SSD, Nick. It's ultra fast rebooting.
Well, I mean,
there is the slight chance every now and again that like all your data's wiped, but it's all backed up on the cloud, Nick. And so if anything goes wrong, we'll get you fixed up ASAP.
It's no
if like a screw
one
comes loose or something.
Isaac, let's talk about balls.
My favorite topic of conversation. What were we thinking, Nick?
How do you build these? Good question, Isaac. Nick, energy core setup. Build guide. Oh dear.
Yeah, so essentially you put the energy core, I believe, right smack bang in the middle, and then you build
in the center middle.
Redstone.
So I have to build up a bit.
Yeah, and then I believe you build redstone blocks around it, and then the final outer layer is draconic blocks, and then a few blocks away from that you put the energy relay beacons, the names of which I've forgotten.
This looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. So I want to go 1, 2, and then the core needs to be 3, right? Boom. And then do that, and do that, do that. So, and then I want, let me just refer to the build guide once again. And then I have...
Yeah, so, okay, Nick, I have a visual guide that has been uploaded for me. So, where do you want the bottom of this ball to be? The very bottom of the ball.
The very
and also,
bottom.
I'm going to move to this side because the frame rate's better.
Just so it's essentially touching the top of this pillar.
Okay, do you want to put a 3x3 of draconic blocks right there?
3x3 of draconic blocks, like in a... Yeah, sure.
In a square.
In a square.
3x3 in a square.
So, here we go. 1, 2... And then, I've got something to talk about, Isaac, actually. So earlier we were talking about, you were talking about legislation, right? And you being dictator Isaac was like, I want all people to have a drive-through license to go through a drive-through.
That's not what I said. Right? I said that there should be a limit on the number of people you can have, the number of meals you're going to buy, and the number of people you're buying for if you're going to a drive-thru, and also that you should be timed and charged accordingly with how long it takes you to go through the drive-thru, because some people take way too freaking long.
You big Mr. Drive-thru dictator over here.
That's me, yeah.
Freaking wants his legislation. I want legislation for something else, Isaac. So,
okay.
I received an Amazon package yesterday. I just ordered something.
Real quick, do you have the energy core stabilizers?
I have the energy core stabilizers.
Could I have those?
How many do we need?
36.
Yeah, here you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 36. There you go.
You received an Amazon package.
And I went upstairs with it. It was just some general bits and bobs. And I went to open it, and I noticed that the tape that Amazon used. So Amazon tape their boxes with like Amazon Prime tape. I don't know if they do it if you're not a Prime member, if you're just a Prime member, but they tape. And sometimes they theme it, right? So when they were trying to pimp their new like Prime exclusive show called like Jack Ryan, I think. Like it was Jack Ryan tape.
Yes.
Right? And then like when it's close to Prime Day, they'll do with Prime Day tape. Ooh, it's a circle. Anyway, so I came out with my and I was about to open this, and I noticed it was Christmas tape. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. And then it hit me. I was like, Nick, it's the 3rd of November, but I'm actually not too mad with this. But I then remembered that I've been seeing Christmas-themed lights, Christmas like advertisements, Christmas everything in like the middle to late October, okay? And it's terrible because I feel like every year they are bringing this forward and forward in the year with people on their Christmas decorations or festive decorations, festive advertisements.
Is that you hate Christmas?
Yeah.
And that you want it to end?
I'm the Grinch, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So,
see, okay, for me, Nick, obviously Halloween is a thing on October 31st. For me, after Halloween, I think anything's kind of fair game, right? I'm kind of happy for Christmas decorations to go up
but
November
this was
1st.
Before Halloween, Isaac. I was seeing things on October 15th, Isaac.
That's crazy, Nick. That's
October
crazy.
15th,
Isaac. What were you
15th
seeing,
of October.
Nick?
So my proposal is to make it illegal to have any kinds of, oh my gosh, look at that go. Any kinds of festive advertisements or like festive decorations or any of that crap.
Okay, Nick, I think we messed this up a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you see. Can you see these icons?
I can see these icons.
I think you're supposed to put draconic blocks here. Right? Just try putting draconic blocks where fill in that hole. Yeah.
Sure. And then this one over here as well.
Yeah. Okay, that seemed to work. Okay, do you want to throw me a draconic block and I'll fill in the rest while you go and start on the next one, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I've got them. Never mind. I've got some.
So I just need the amount of material again.
Yes.
Okay.
So what were you saying there, Nick? You were saying that you hate Christmas and
I think it should be illegal to do all of that before November. When's Bonfire Night? Is that like today?
Bonfire Night's on the 5th, so it's tomorrow.
Come on, Nick. Of November.
Come on, Nick. I could see that. I could see the like not having like Bonfire Night. Here in the UK, Bonfire Night's obviously just a UK thing, right? And so for those who are international, Bonfire Night is just a night in November, specifically on the 5th, where we just start fireworks, right? It's kind of like a 4th of July style thing, but we don't celebrate independence. We celebrate being the ones being independent from. That's not true either. We just celebrate the fact that someone tried to
blow up Parliament. Yeah,
essentially. We celebrate I don't know why we celebrate that. That seems like an odd thing to celebrate.
It is. That's the way it is.
But it is. That's what we do. Yeah, we celebrate it by setting off fireworks because that's how we roll. Oh, look at that thing, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. That looks insane.
It also gives us space. So obviously, there is a tier 8, Nick. There is a higher tier than this one. And so I guess having these be so far out gives us space to expand that ball if needs be. But like, boy, that's a big ball right there. I think that's a big ball. I guess really like one of the things that we need to do is actually start pumping the energy into this ball, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because right now it's just a big ball that's doing nothing. When fully assembled, RF can be introduced to and extracted from the structure through the use of energy pylons. Energy pylons. Here we go. I think I remember these. Yeah, I'm going to try and start pumping some of our big reactor redstone flux into this thing, Nick. How long do you reckon it's going to take us to fill this up?
It's like, how many trillion is it? 5 trillion?
I think it's like 2.1 trillion.
2.1 trillion. Got no clue, man.
It's 20 million RF per second.
It's pretty decent.
Probably not going to take too long, I wouldn't think. All things considered. What the heck is that? An Ender energy manipulator. Oh boy. So I have Ender and Draconic Core. Nope. Oh gosh. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ender. Kablammy. All right. I have myself the energy pylons. A block of glass must be placed on top to make it function properly. The direction of the energy can be observed by the particle effects. Okay, so let's see here. Let me grab some glass. I'm a little rusty, Nick, on the old energy pylon.
I'm also just
transfers.
confused by these pictures again. I'm wondering if it's just literally just like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's just this.
Okay, so I think that this might work.
Right.
Noblians LTD. Yeah, I've got a little bit of power in there, Nick. So,
okay.
I'm assuming the reason the power is not being transferred right now is because the reactor is off and thus out of power. It is. All right. Boom. Big reactor has been activated. Presumably, power is now being... Oh, Nick, come and look at this. Come and look at this. It's moving in at 250 RF, 250,000 RF per tick, but it's not moving in super fast. Look at the little like balls flying from that thing into the reactor. So I'm gonna Nick. Right now there is a transfer limit on these Noblians. I'm gonna disable the transfer limit, Nick. I'm gonna let energy flow freely.
I'm looking at this. 230, 58, 300 million.
At that. Oh, I turned it off. There we go. Boom.
400 million. That's great.
Look at that. It's going in at 1.8 million redstone flux per tick, Nick. It's going in at full speed ahead. It's still 0.036%.
Jesus.
Oh, it's going to take a while, Nick, to fill that thing up. But it's working. It's working. So we can let that work and do its thing. Where do you want to put these, Nick? These energy pylons? Because
it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because you don't need one of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could do 2. Like, have one... Because do we want all of our energy to flow do we want all of our energy to go through the orbs? Through the balls?
Yeah.
Because then we can have one going in and one pulling out, right? The way you pull out of this ball is through these as well. You know?
Yeah,
so you can have another
that
one
means you can have one on either
the other side.
Then.
But, like, whereabouts do you want them? They can go really anywhere close to this thing. Do we want
Make it, like, not on a corner. Make it, like, maybe...
Oh, you just want it, like, on the middle of either...
Yeah, exactly.
Either side,
yeah.
Sure.
Is...
You did, Nick, just make me waste a piece of glass.
2, 3,
so I hope
4.
that you're proud of yourself, buddy.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
That's the view. That's the view.
That's a view, Nick. That's a view. You got the 2 balls and then the extremely girthy big reactor in the background there.
Exactly. It's great.
It's great. It's fantastic, Nick. It is a beautiful sight to behold, Nick. I have never seen anything quite so majestic in all my entire life. Unfortunately, Nick, I mean, like, if we wanted, we could keep the big reactor looking majestic. We could just drastically, like, narrow it so that it's still 48 tall and 32 wide, but maybe, like, 5 deep as opposed to 32 deep.
We can experiment with it. Yeah, we can experiment with it.
Yeah, as opposed to, because right now, Nick, it's too big. It's
the big
frame destroyer, Nick. It's too big.
It is.
It's too big.
I mean,
we thought it wasn't possible, Nick. We thought it wasn't plausible for something to be too big.
But it is. Oh, yeah.
But it turns out...
frame rate difference in size is great. It's incredible when you're not looking.
I know, right? It's crazy. So I think, Nick, that these are very powerful Endermen because I think what's happening here... Yeah. I think what's happening here is they're spawning in the spawner over here, the one that spawns strong mobs with the cursed earth. And then when they hit the water... They teleport out. Exactly. Also, Nick, if you come look down here, you'll notice a slight problem with the fact that the chest is filled up over here, and thus there are maybe like 85,000 mob drops just sitting at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. We can fix that. We can fix that.
We can fix that. So, yeah, I think between episodes, Nick, we should redo the dome, potentially. Maybe do some work on trying to make this look a little bit more unified, try and make our base design a little bit more coherent. Maybe do some tweaking with the big reactor to try and make it a more reasonable beast that doesn't quite, destroy worlds like it's doing right now. Potentially fix some of these holes in the roof, Nick, that the Wither left. There was some slight renovations that need to be done.
Yeah, we can work on it. Also, maybe a change of material like solid marble.
Maybe we can really change the thing. Also, I feel like I might move this spawner as well because it's in a bit of an awkward place right now.
Sure.
And with the base redesign, maybe we can move it somewhere else. But Nick, I think for now we can go ahead and wrap it up there for today. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new here to get notified as soon as new videos go out. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.